Linda, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Adil.
Thank you for inviting me to your beautiful school.
Thank
Really,
you for coming.
what a beautiful site. And it feels that it's really big as well. How big is
The
the
campus.
school itself, the campus itself? Yeah.
It's actually 200 acres.
Wow.
Yes. Yes,
It,
indeed.
it is really, really big. And what's the capacity of the school? How many students can you?
Approximately 710, of which 415 probably are full boarders.
Mhm.
But we also are able to do some day boarding, because some students would like to do that.
Some
Flexible.
do.
Yes, yes.
And you are located near the a town called Ipswich.
That's correct, yes. It's in a part of the country called East Anglia, which has the reputation of being the driest area of the UK.
And sunniest apparently as
And
well.
sunniest, indeed.
So I've heard, yeah.
Yes, we're about 10 minutes drive from Ipswich, from the centre, which is the county town of Suffolk, yes.
And how far are you from London?
By train, the nearest station would be Manningtree, and then it's approximately 1 hour into central London.
Excellent. It's not too far at all, and it's a direct line as well.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it's a combination of a beautiful countryside site in an area of, as it's designated, outstanding natural beauty. Yet, within 1 hour, you're in the centre of London.
And at the back of the school, you can actually see some water. Is this a lake or was it?
This is a river.
This is a river.
This is a river. This part of East Anglia has many rivers, but yes, this is a river which leads down to the sea. And
Can
given
you go fishing there?
I don't personally, but I dare say you can. But it's one of the things that, coupled with our naval heritage, is very invaluable, in fact, for our sailing academy.
Oh, you do have a sailing academy
Yes,
as well, so you
yes.
use that river.
We use the river, and also about 2 minutes drive along the road is Alton Water, which is a huge reservoir, which we also use, and where we've also got our boats. We've got about 60 boats of our own. Sailing is a very big specialism of Royal Hospital School, and all children have the opportunity either to continue sailing if they're already experienced, or to learn to sail.
So having almost 400 students boarded in the school, probably will be right for me to assume that you have some international students as well.
Yes, we do. We have approximately 105 overseas pupils from around 18, 19 countries.
This is a very good combination in my opinion. So you have majority of British.
Yes, yes.
But still quite a big chunk of it of international students. So was it comes to maybe 20-25%?
Something like that. It depends on the year group, because obviously the children can join from years 7 right through to year 12. So they're not only spread around in the various boarding houses, but they're also spread in the year groups. So it's not as if you've got one class of international students. That's not the case at all. And international students first came here in 1820.
Oh, right.
There were two.
I wonder, which countries they come from.
They came from Martinique, actually. The two sons of a sailor, and they were the first international students here. So we do have a long history with international students.
Is this why you have a very strong EAL department?
Yes, it is, because we believe that international students add to the school. It's a very important part of our whole strategy, in fact, for the development of the school, which is an ongoing process. In today's world, which is a very small world, it's really vital and important that our British students get to know students from, whether it's from Hong Kong, Colombia, Mexico, Spain, France, Fiji, wherever it is in the world, because those are the people they're going to be in business with, dealing with in their lives in the future.
Do you help your international students to adapt to the system? Because for many it will be a very new
Yes.
system, isn't it?
Yes, I do feel we all do for international students, particularly the smaller ones coming across for the first time. It's really very daunting for them, obviously. The first thing we do is obviously have an induction weekend. We don't expect them to walk in and immediately go to their...
Is that before the start of the year?
Yes, it is.
They come 1 week before.
Well, 3 days before, not
3
2 days
okay.
before,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can go through an induction process, which is for them.
Mm-hmm.
We also buddy them up with
Oh,
students in the school who know how life is and who can help them.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
So with those students which already
have
okay,
been
started,
here
okay.
and understand, and we try where we can to buddy them up. For example, a little girl from Thailand will try and buddy up with a former pupil from Thailand, or a current pupil from Thailand, if we have such a pupil. Obviously, within the boarding house, that's a very important part of the work of the housemaster or house mistress, the matron, the tutors, the prefects. And in fact, we have a committee within the school which is working hard on ways we can further improve the welcome, the reception for our overseas students.
I know that Royal Hospital School is a selective school.
That's correct, yes.
And it's very strong academically. What about the pastoral side of the school?
Well, I can only point to our recent Independent Schools Inspectorate report, where we gained excellent in every category, and obviously particularly in our pastoral and boarding care of our students. It's fundamental, as our new headmaster has said, getting the pastoral living side of a school right is almost page 1, line 1.
In my opinion, that's right, yeah.
Because from that will follow everything else. You may be academically brilliant, but if you're unhappy, you're lonely, you're missing home really, really badly, you don't feel that you're part of the school, you don't seem to be able to make friends, you feel uncomfortable for whatever reason it is, if that's not addressed, then your academic side will start to crumble because you're unhappy.
That's for sure.
I've been in schools for 45 years, and
I know you are very experienced.
I can tell you from my heart, if you don't get that right, then you've got a real problem.
And you think Royal Hospital does it really well?
I do. I firmly believe that. Very much so. Yes.
And I know that you offer many extracurricular activities as well.
True. That's true.
It's probably, I'm not gonna ask you to name them all, but the main ones or most popular ones.
Okay. It's a very important part of the school because we very much believe in not just the academic success of our students. That's very important. But as we discussed earlier, universities, employers look for more.
They do, especially British universities.
Absolutely. What else have you got? You've got 5 A stars. Fantastic.
Yeah.
What else can you offer me? So we have, obviously sport is very important to the school. We've already mentioned sailing. Horse riding is another thing. We are in cooperation with the local stables. Children, if they want to, can bring their own horse because there are livery facilities there. We do the traditional sports, if you like, rugby, cricket, swimming, hockey, all those sorts of things. Extracurricular activities, there's a whole page of things they can do. You know, anything from weightlifting through to kickboxing,
And chess clubs and
chess clubs, everything else. Art is also a very important area for us. We've just won the Good Schools Guide Award for our level at Design and Technology for Boys.
Really? Okay.
So photography, art, textiles, food tech, all that sort of thing. The work produced by our children is out of this world, in my opinion. Music, again, is almost central to our school. We built a new
I've
music
heard,
centre.
yeah, that you invested a lot of money into
Yeah.
building a new.
We did. It's an ongoing investment in the school is an ongoing thing. We built it around 10 years ago, a 3.5 million music school, which has its own theatre, 250 to 300 seats, where we welcome people, not only fellow pupils and staff, but people from outside will come to our concerts. We have 15 practice rooms for the children. All the pianos, for example, are Becksteins. But something like 300 children come to the school and are learning an instrument. Anything from Spanish guitar to piano to harp to trumpet to cornet to bugle, so much. We are famous for our Holbrook sound, Holbrook being where we are based, because people can hear our choirs. We have chapel choir, show choirs, we have saxophone ensembles, flute ensembles, school orchestra, school bands, who appear locally, but also appear both nationally. Royal Albert Hall, they've performed at St Paul's, places such as that, as well as internationally. Music is really very much part of the school, and is open to everyone. We are also very proud of our drama and our drama productions. Of course, drama and music go hand in hand, so we'll be doing musicals, things like that. And that is an area where the school is also going to be investing further, because our plans for the future are we're going to have a further science labs and science block, but we're also going to be developing much more on the performing arts side.
When I was walking into the school, I saw the poster with the design of a new dining area.
Yes.
Is this
yes.
what is happening right now?
Right now, that's which we are hoping will be finished by the 4th of September.
So for this September, you don't
Yes.
have much time left.
No, but everybody's been working hard.
On the picture, it looks beautiful.
Yes.
Really nice, modern,
Yes.
and everything.
Yes. Of course, I'm prejudiced, but I think the food is great here. There's plenty of choice, and there's plenty of it. It's a self-service, so that children can choose what they want. They have a choice. They take their tray. There's plenty of salads. There's plenty of fruit. There's good, nourishing, proper hot food for them. My problem has been I have stopped going to lunch because I've put on weight, so I don't eat, because it's all so tempting.
It is tempting, yeah.
So they will go to this newly refurbished dining room for breakfast, lunch